The Power, by Rhonda Byrne. Introduction. I want you to imagine for a moment a day where everything falls apart. A day so challenging that it brings you to your knees. Your relationships are strained, your health is failing, your career feels like a dead end, and your finances are in ruins. You look around, and there seems to be no way out of the darkness that surrounds you. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. This was the reality for a woman named Rhonda Byrne on September 9, 2004. That day, she felt the full weight of a life that seemed broken beyond repair. She had struggled, like so many of us, to survive, to push through obstacles, but on this day, it all became too much. And then, something happened. Her daughter, seeing her mother in despair, handed her a book. It was a simple, unassuming, 100-year-old book. Rhonda began to read. For the next 90 minutes, the world outside faded away. And in those 90 minutes, her entire life changed. She suddenly understood how everything, both good and bad, had happened in her life. More importantly, she knew exactly what to do to change it all. She had stumbled upon a secret, a powerful, fundamental truth about the way the universe works. A truth that had been passed down through centuries but was known by very few. This discovery led her to create the film and book, The Secret, which was seen and read by tens of millions of people across the globe, sparking a worldwide phenomenon. The book has sold over 35 million copies and has been translated into more than 50 languages, becoming one of the best-selling books of the 21st century. But her journey didn't end there. As millions of people began changing their lives, they shared their stories with her. Through those thousands of stories, she gained an even deeper insight. She realized that behind the law of attraction, there was a single, underlying force, the cause of everything good in life. And that is what this book, The Power, is all about. It's the handbook to the greatest force in the universe. So, my promise to you today is simple. By the end of our time together, you will understand what this power is. You will learn how it governs every aspect of your life, from the money in your pocket, to the health in your body, to the love in your relationships. And most importantly, you will discover that this incredible power isn't somewhere out there in the cosmos. It's inside you, right now, waiting to be unlocked. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn can, just as it did for Rhonda, change your life in an instant. Book summary. So, what is this incredible power that shapes our entire existence? What is the one thing that can turn struggle into success, sickness into health, and despair into joy? The answer is so simple, so fundamental, that it has been hidden in plain sight for all of human history. The power is love. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Love? That's it? We hear about love all the time. We're told to love our family, love our friends, love our neighbors. But the love that Rhonda Byrne talks about is something far deeper, far more powerful than just an emotion we feel for others. Love, in this context, is not weak or soft. It is the positive force of life itself. It's a fundamental energy, an element as real as air or water. It is the cause of everything good in the universe. Think about it. Without this power, you wouldn't have been born. Without it, not a single human being would exist on this planet. Every invention, every discovery, every piece of art, every song, every building, it all comes from the love in a human heart. The Wright brothers' love for the idea of flight gave us airplanes. The love scientists have for discovery gave us electricity, medicine, and the technology that fills our lives. An architect's love for design creates our homes and cities. All of it, every single human creation, stems from this one positive force. This force of love is what moves you. It's the reason you get up in the morning. It's the desire to be, do, or have anything. Without love, you would be like a stone statue, with no motivation to move, to play, to learn, to create. It is the positive force that inspires all action. So if this all-powerful force is love, and it's the source of everything good, a critical question arises: why isn't your life amazing right now? Why isn't every area of your life magnificent? The answer is because you have a choice. Every moment of every day, you are making a choice. You are either choosing to love and harness this positive force, or you are not. When you experience something good in your life, it's because you have, consciously or unconsciously, given love. And when you experience something not good, something negative, it's because you have withheld love. Love is the cause of all the good things. A lack of love is the cause of all the negative things. And this is where we find the master key to how life works, the law of attraction. You've likely heard of it before, especially from Rhonda Byrne's first book, The Secret. But here, she simplifies it even further. The law of attraction is the law of love. They are one and the same. This law governs everything in the universe, from the stars and the galaxies to the atoms in your body. It's the force of attraction that holds the planets in orbit and holds the cells of your body together. In simple terms, for your life, the law means this: whatever you give out, you receive back. That's it. That's the entire formula. It's the physics and mathematics of the universe. Give positivity, and you receive back positivity. Give negativity, and you receive back negativity. And how do we give positivity or negativity? Through our thoughts and our feelings. Every moment, you are giving out thoughts and feelings. These thoughts and feelings are like signals you are sending out to the universe. And the universe, through the law of attraction, must send back people, circumstances, and events that match the signal you are sending. Life isn't just happening to you. You are receiving everything in your life based on what you've given. You are a human magnet. You magnetize and receive the circumstances of your wealth, your health, your relationships, and every single experience based on the thoughts and feelings you are giving out. Give out positive thoughts and feelings about money, and you magnetize circumstances that bring you more money. Give out negative thoughts and feelings about money, and you magnetize circumstances that cause you to lack money. The law works with absolute precision, just like an echo. If you shout into a canyon, the canyon doesn't judge your words, it simply sends back the exact echo of what you sent out. The law of attraction is the same. It doesn't matter if your thoughts and feelings are good or bad, it simply returns them to you. But this means something incredible. It means you can change your life by changing your thoughts and feelings. So, how do you know if your thoughts are positive or negative? It's incredibly simple. Your thoughts are positive when they are thoughts of what you want and what you love. Your thoughts are negative when they are thoughts of what you don't want and don't love. Every person only wants what they love. You don't want things you don't love, do you? So when you think or talk about the things you want, like a beautiful vacation or a fulfilling job, your thoughts are positive. And those positive thoughts will come back to you as the things you love. But when you think or talk about the things you don't love, like complaining about traffic, worrying about bills, or criticizing someone, your thoughts are negative. And those negative thoughts will come back to you as more things you don't love. Here's the trap that most people fall into. They think and talk about what they don't love far more than what they do love. They give out more negativity than love, and in doing so, they inadvertently block themselves from all the good things in life. People with great lives think and talk about what they love. People who are struggling think and talk about what they don't love. It's that simple. When you complain about a difficult relationship or an illness, you are not talking about what you love. When you discuss a bad event in the news or a person who frustrated you, you are not talking about what you love. The author uses a powerful metaphor for this. She says that when you parrot negative things and squawk about what you don't love, you are literally jailing yourself, like a parrot in a cage. Every time you complain, you add another bar to the cage, locking yourself away from all the good. But when you talk about what you love, you break the bars of that cage. You have to talk about the good news of the day. Talk about the appointment that went well. Talk about how good it is to be healthy. Talk about the profits you want your business to achieve. You have to talk about what you love to bring what you love to you. Now, this goes even deeper than just our thoughts and words. Because your thoughts and words, on their own, don't have much power. The real power, the engine behind creation, comes from your feelings. Imagine your thoughts are like a rocket ship. A rocket ship sitting on the launch pad is just a stationary vehicle. It can't go anywhere or do anything on its own. What gives it power? What makes it soar into the heavens? The fuel. Your feelings are the fuel for your thoughts. You can have thousands of thoughts a day that amount to nothing because they don't spark any strong feeling within you. It's what you feel that matters. If you think, "I can't stand my boss," that thought is powered by a strong negative feeling. You are sending out that negative fuel, and as a consequence, your relationship with your boss will only get worse. The law of attraction is responding to the feeling, the fuel you are giving it. On the other hand, if you think, "I really enjoy working with my colleagues," that thought is powered by a positive feeling. You are giving out positive fuel, and your relationships at work will continue to get better. Your feelings, just like everything else, are either positive or negative. You have good feelings, and you have bad feelings. And here is the core of it all. All good feelings come from love. All negative feelings come from a lack of love. The better you feel, when you feel joy, gratitude, excitement, passion, the more love you are giving out. And the more love you give, the more you receive. The worse you feel, when you feel despair, anger, worry, frustration, the more negativity you are giving out. And the more negativity you give, the more negativity you receive back in your life. This is why good feelings feel so good, and bad feelings feel so awful. Bad feelings are a signal, a warning light on your dashboard. They are telling you that you are disconnected from the positive force of life, from love. How you feel in any given moment is an exact, precise measurement of what you are giving out. When you feel good, you don't have to worry about a thing, because your thoughts, words, and actions will automatically be good. Simply by feeling good, you are guaranteed to be giving love, and all of that love must come back to you. This leads us to a crucial understanding of what it means to feel good. Many people think that as long as they don't feel terrible, they're doing okay. They might describe their feeling as all right or fine, but feeling okay is not a positive feeling. It's a neutral, or even slightly negative state. Feeling good means feeling good. It means feeling happy, joyful, enthusiastic, or passionate. If you feel just okay most of the time, your life will be just okay. Average. Not much at all. That's not the amazing life you were meant to live. To have a really good life, you have to feel really good. Every feeling you have exists on a frequency. Just like a radio, you are constantly broadcasting a frequency determined by your feelings. Good feelings mean you are on a positive frequency. Bad feelings mean you are on a negative frequency. And like a magnet, you attract the people, events, and circumstances that are on the same frequency as you. If you are feeling enthusiastic, your frequency of enthusiasm will attract enthusiastic people and situations. If you are feeling fearful, your frequency of fear will attract fearful people and situations. You can change your frequency at any moment simply by changing how you feel. And when you do, everything around you will change because you're broadcasting a new signal. Take any area of your life, your relationships, your finances, your health. Every possible outcome for that situation exists. A relationship can be on a happy, joyful, exciting frequency, It can also be on a boring, frustrating, resentful frequency. The outcome that manifests is determined by the frequency you are on, by how you feel about that relationship most of the time. If you feel joyful about your relationship, you are giving love, and you must receive love and joy back through that relationship. It's the law. This is why many people get stuck. They have put their feelings on automatic pilot. When something good happens, they feel good. When something bad happens, they feel bad. They don't realize that their feelings are the cause of what is happening to them. They react to a negative situation with negative feelings, which gives out more negativity, which in turn brings back more negative circumstances. They become trapped in a cycle, like a hamster on a wheel, because they don't understand that to change their life, they must first change their feeling frequency. If you don't have enough money, you naturally don't feel good about money. But as long as you don't feel good about it, your financial situation will never change. If you give out negative feelings about money, you will receive back negative circumstances, like unexpected bills or things breaking down, which drain you of more money. When you react to those big bills with more negative feelings, you continue the cycle. But here is the most liberating truth. Every single second is an opportunity to change your life. It doesn't matter what you have felt before. It doesn't matter what mistakes you think you've made. When you change the way you feel, you get on a new frequency, and the law of attraction responds instantly. The past is gone. Your life changes. To truly harness this power, we must reach what the author calls a tipping point. If you give more than 50% positive thoughts and feelings, you have tipped the scales of your life. Even if it's just 51%, you have started a powerful chain reaction. Here's why. When you give love, it not only comes back to you as positive circumstances, but as it comes back, it adds more love and positivity to your life. This new positivity then magnetically attracts even more positive things, adding even more love to your life. It's an upward spiral. You've probably experienced this before. You might call it a lucky streak or being on a roll. One good thing happens, then another, and another. This isn't luck. It's the law of attraction in action. You were giving out more love than negativity, and as that love returned to you, it multiplied itself. The reverse is also true. You might have experienced a run of bad luck, where one thing after another goes wrong. Again, this has nothing to do with luck. It was simply a reflection of giving out more negativity than love. As that negativity returned, it attracted more negativity, creating a downward spiral. To change your life, all you have to do is tip the scales by giving 51% love through your good thoughts and good feelings. Every day when you wake up, you stand at the tipping point of your day. The way you feel in the morning sets the tone. If you wake up feeling happy and maintain that feeling, your day will be great. If you wake up in a bad mood and do nothing to change it, your day will be filled with problems. So now that we understand the power of our feelings and the law of attraction, how do we consciously use this to create the life we desire? Rhonda Byrne lays out a simple, 3-step method she calls the creation process. Whether you want to attract something new or change something you don't like, the process is always the same. The 3 steps are: imagine it, feel it, receive it. Let's break that down. Step 1 is to imagine. Use your mind to focus on what you desire. Imagine yourself being with it, doing things with it, having it right now. Your imagination is the tool that connects you to what you want. Step 2 is to feel. This is the most important part. As you are imagining, you must feel love for what you're imagining. You must feel what it would feel like to have your desire. It's not enough to just see it in your mind, you have to feel it in your heart. Your desire and your feelings of love create the magnetism, the magnetic power that draws your desire to you. This is you putting the fuel in the rocket ship. Step 3 is to receive. Once you have imagined and felt, your part is done. The force of love will now work through all the visible and invisible forces of nature to bring what you desire to you. It will orchestrate circumstances, events, and people to deliver what you love to you. Let's be clear about desire. When the author says desire, she means you must want it with all your heart. Desire is a powerful feeling of love. A lukewarm wish won't have enough power. You must desire what you want like an athlete desires to win, or a dancer desires to dance. You have to give love to receive what you love. When you use this process, there is a crucial element. You must imagine and feel that you have what you want already. You must feel it now. The law of attraction is like a cosmic copying machine. It copies exactly what you give. If you imagine having it in the future, it will always stay in the future. You must feel the joy and gratitude of having it in this present moment. If you want to lose weight, don't focus on being overweight. Give love by imagining and feeling yourself with a healthy, fit body you love, right now. If you want to travel, give love by imagining and feeling yourself on that trip, instead of focusing on the fact that you don't have the money. If you want a better relationship, give love by imagining and feeling what it would be like to have that wonderful relationship. The author tells a lovely story about a young woman who wanted to test this power. She decided to attract something specific and unusual, a white calla lily. She imagined holding the flower, smelling it, and feeling the joy of having it. 2 weeks later, she went to a friend's house for dinner. In the center of the table was a bouquet of white calla lilies. She was amazed, but didn't say anything. As she was leaving that evening, her friend's daughter spontaneously pulled one white calla lily from the vase and placed it in her hand. That's the precision of this process. If you can imagine it and feel it, you can receive it. One important rule: whatever you imagine must not harm another person. Imagining something that brings harm comes from a lack of love, from negativity. And any negativity you send out, even imagined, will turn back with equal force upon you. Whatever you give, you receive. Now, here's something fantastic about your imagination. The highest and best thing you think is possible for yourself is nothing compared to what the force of love can actually give you. Love has no limits. If you want to be full of vitality and happiness, the force of love can give you levels of health and joy far beyond what you have ever seen. So, break the boundaries of your imagination. Stop putting limits on your life. Imagine the best and highest you possibly can for whatever it is you want. People who have fabulous lives imagine what they love and want, and they feel the love of what they're imagining more than other people. People who are struggling are unintentionally using their imagination for what they don't love and don't want, and are feeling the negativity of what they're imagining. This brings us to a mind-bending concept: whatever you can imagine already exists. Ancient scriptures and modern quantum physics both suggest that creation is complete. Every single possibility of anything and everything already exists in the invisible realm. When you imagine breaking a world record, or being a parent, or being perfectly healthy, that possibility of you doing that thing already exists. If it didn't exist, you wouldn't be able to imagine it. Your job is simply to bring that desired possibility from the invisible into your visible life. And you do that by giving love for what you want through your imagination and your feelings. To make this process even more powerful, the author suggests using props. Surround yourself with objects that help you generate the feeling of already having what you want. If you want new clothes, make space in your closet with empty hangers. If you want the perfect partner, sleep on one side of the bed, leaving space for them. Set the table for 2 instead of 1. These simple actions send a powerful signal to the universe and, more importantly, to your own mind, that what you desire is already here. One woman used this technique to receive a horse. She had wanted one her whole life but couldn't afford it. She wanted a specific type, a chestnut Morgan gelding. She imagined seeing this horse outside her kitchen window. She put a picture of one on her laptop. She doodled drawings of it. She even went to a store with her children and tried on riding boots. She bought the only things she could afford, a horse blanket and some brushes, and kept them where she could see them every day. Sometime later, she went to a horse expo. A raffle was being held. The grand prize? A chestnut Morgan gelding, the exact horse she had been imagining. And, of course, she won. So far, we've talked about attracting what you want. But what about changing something negative that's already in your life? An illness, a lack of money, a difficult relationship. The process is the same. Give love by imagining and feeling that you have what you want. Remember, anything negative is simply a lack of love. So, you must imagine the opposite of the negative situation, because the opposite is love. If you have an illness, you must give love for your body being healthy. You don't have to fight the negativity. You don't have to try to turn the negative into a positive. That's hard work, and it's not how creation works. Creation means something new is created, which automatically replaces the old. All you have to do is give love for what you want, and the force of love will replace the negativity for you. If a person is injured, and things aren't improving, it means they are imagining and feeling the injury more than they are imagining and feeling a full recovery. The way to tip the balance is to imagine and feel having a full recovery more than not having it. And this leads us to the 3 keys to power, the most powerful, practical ways to harness the force of love and live the life you are meant to live. These keys are so simple that anyone can use them. They are the key of love, the key of gratitude, and the key of play. Let's start with the first, the key of love. To use love as the ultimate power in your life, you must love like you have never loved before. You need to fall in love with life itself. However much you have loved in your life, double it. Multiply it by 10, by 1,000, by 1,000,000. There is no limit to the amount of love you are capable of feeling, because you are made of love. It is the very substance of who you are. When you fall in love with life, every limitation disappears. Limitations on money, health, and happiness simply dissolve. Opportunities pour into your life. You feel filled with unlimited energy and an unquenchable zest for life. Everything you love just seems to fall at your feet. So how do you fall in love with life? The same way you fall in love with another person. You adore everything about it. You look for things to love, everywhere. Walk down the street with the intention of finding as many things as you can that you love. Look for buildings you love, cars you love, the colors of nature, the smile on a stranger's face. Say, I love that outfit. I love that song. I love the smell of rain. Tell the law of attraction what you love every single day by singling out the things you love and feeling them. The second key is the key of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest expressions of love. Every time you feel grateful, you are giving love. And whatever you give, you receive. When you're grateful for the things you have, no matter how small they may be, you will receive more of those things. Gratitude is the great multiplier of life. If you're grateful for the money you have, however little, you will receive more money. If you're grateful for a relationship, even if it's not perfect, the relationship will get better. Albert Einstein, one of the most brilliant minds in history, was asked about his incredible achievements. He spoke only of giving thanks to others. He said he thanked others 100 times a day. Is it any wonder that life revealed so many of its mysteries to him? There are 3 ways to use the power of gratitude. First, be grateful for everything you have received in your life the past. Second, be grateful for everything you are receiving in your life the present. And third, be grateful for what you want in your life, as though you have already received it the future. Gratitude is the bridge from negative feelings to harnessing the force of love. It is impossible to feel sad or any negative feeling when you are grateful. If you are in the midst of a difficult situation, look for something to be grateful for. When you find one thing, look for another, and then another. Every single thing you find to be grateful for changes the situation. The author's own mother used this key to move from the deepest grief to happiness after her husband passed away. Amidst her pain, she began to look for things to be grateful for in the future. The first thing she found was that now she could travel, something her husband had never wanted to do. Gratitude was the bridge that took her out of immense grief and into building a new life of happiness. The third key is the key of play. At some point, as we grow from children into adults, we stop playing. We become serious about life. But seriousness brings serious circumstances. When you play and have fun, you feel really good, and when you feel really good, good circumstances come into your life. Life is supposed to be fun. You can play with the law of attraction by inventing games with your imagination. The law of attraction doesn't know or care if you're imagining and playing, or if it is real. Whatever you give in imagination and feeling will become real. This is what some of the most successful people in history have done. Lance Armstrong, when battling cancer with a 40% chance of survival, imagined he was riding in the Tour de France. He imagined the medical staff as his training team, giving him feedback at every checkpoint. He won the race against his disease, and 1 year later, won the actual Tour de France, continuing to win it for 7 years in a row. He used his difficult circumstances as props to create an imaginary game and realize his dream. Arnold Schwarzenegger came from a tiny village in Europe with dreams of being a famous actor. He used a picture of a hero to sculpt his body and won the Mr. Olympia title 7 times. He imagined being a famous actor with such feeling that he knew it would happen, despite everyone telling him it was impossible. If you are overweight and you had the perfect weight right now, how would you feel? You would feel different. You would walk differently, talk differently, hold your body differently. So do that now. Act as if you have it now. Imagine how you would feel, and act like that now in your imagination. Whatever you imagine with feeling, you are giving to the law of attraction, and you must receive it. These 3 keys, love, gratitude, and play, are the practical daily tools for shifting your feeling frequency and harnessing the power. Now let's look at how we can apply this power to the most important areas of our lives: money, relationships, and health. Let's start with money. Most people would say they love money, but if they don't have enough, they don't feel good about it. The only difference between wealthy people and everyone else is that wealthy people give more good feelings about money than they do bad feelings. So why do so many people feel bad about money? It's often because of negative beliefs they absorbed as children. Beliefs like "we can't afford that," "money is evil," or "having plenty of money means hard work." These beliefs create negative feelings about money, and if you give out bad feelings, you repel it. Love is the attracting force that brings money, and love is also the power that makes money stick. When you don't feel good about money, it will never stick to you. Even if you get some extra money, it will slip through your fingers. Bigger bills come in, things break down, and unforeseen circumstances drain it away. So how do you change the way you feel about money? You have to use your imagination. When you pay a bill, instead of feeling bad about the money leaving, find a way to feel good. Imagine the bill is actually a check you are receiving. Or, feel gratitude for the company that sent you the bill. Think about how you benefited from their service, for the electricity, or for the home you live in. When you pay it, write "thank you" paid on the bill. If you don't have the money to pay it right away, write across the front of it, "Thank you for the money." The law of attraction responds to what you feel is real. When you receive your salary, be grateful for it so it multiplies. Don't worry about how you'll make it last. Feel the joy of receiving it. Remember, gratitude is the great multiplier. Anytime you hear of someone else receiving money or success, get excited for them. Your reaction is everything. If you react with joy, you are saying yes to more money and success for yourself. If you react with envy or disappointment, you are saying no. The fact that you heard the news means you are on the same frequency. Your joyful reaction tunes you into receiving it. Next, let's turn to relationships. Relationships are our biggest channel for giving love, but they can also be our biggest excuse for not giving love. The law here is simple. What you give to others, you give to yourself. Give love to others through kindness, encouragement, and support, and that love comes back to you, multiplied, affecting every area of your life. Give negativity through criticism, anger, or blame, and you will receive that negativity back, guaranteed. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that a relationship is good or bad because of the other person. Life doesn't work that way. You can't wait for the other person to give love first. You must give it first to receive it. It's not about them, it's about you and what you are giving. You can change any relationship right now by deliberately looking for the things you love, appreciate, and are grateful for in that person. When you focus on what you love more than what you don't, it will seem as though the other person has miraculously changed. But it is the force of love that has changed the situation by dissolving the negativity. But what does it mean to give love in a relationship? Trying to change another person is not giving love. Thinking you know what's best for them is not giving love. Criticizing, blaming, or nagging is not giving love. Love means freedom. You must respect every person's freedom and right to choose for themselves. If you deny another's freedom, you will attract circumstances that deny your own freedom. Life presents people to you so you can choose what you love in them and turn away from what you don't. Turning away doesn't mean arguing or criticizing. It means you simply don't give the negative qualities any of your feeling or attention. Finally, let's talk about health. What does it mean to be healthy? It's not just the absence of sickness. It's feeling the way a little child feels, bursting with energy, light, flexible, happy, and free of worry. Unlimited health is available to you through the force of love, but you have to open the door to receive it. Your beliefs have a powerful effect on your body. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking with strong feeling attached to it. Beliefs like, I catch colds easily, or my body will deteriorate with age. Whatever you believe and feel to be true will be true for you. The placebo effect in medicine is proof of this. Patients given a sugar pill often experience significant improvement simply because they believe they are receiving a cure. Every feeling you have saturates every cell in your body. Good feelings give love to your body and bring the full force of health. Bad feelings, like stress and worry, cause tension, contract your cells and blood vessels, and reduce the force of health in your body. Inside you is a world of about 100 trillion cells, all working non-stop to give you life. And these cells are all under your command. They hear every thought, feeling, and belief you have. They are your most loyal subjects. If you think and feel that you have a weight problem, your cells receive that order and must keep your body in that condition. You are the ruler of your body's kingdom. Whatever you think and feel becomes the law of your kingdom. So give your cells commands of health and vitality. I feel amazing today. I have so much energy. I sleep like a baby every night. If you are facing an illness, do your best not to own it with your thoughts. Don't say my arthritis or my depression. Don't hate the illness, because that is giving it negative energy. Instead, give love to health. Own health. Make it yours. To receive the health you want, you must give love. And it doesn't even have to be about health. When you feel love for anything, a sunny day, a friend, a beautiful song, your body receives the full force of health. Just 51% good feelings is the tipping point from sickness to health. This brings us to the grand, overarching truth of this book. Life isn't just a random series of events. Life is magical. Life is constantly responding to you, communicating with you. There are no accidents or coincidences. Everything you see, hear, and experience has come to you because it is on your frequency. Every sign on the street, every song on the radio, every conversation you overhear, it is all feedback. You are the one who gives meaning to everything. A situation isn't inherently good or bad, it is neutral. You give it meaning by how you feel about it. A job is just a job. A relationship is just a relationship. You determine whether it will be good or bad for you by how you feel about it. The force of love has no opposite. There is no force of negativity. All the negative things you see in the world are simply a lack of love. Sadness is a lack of happiness. Failure is a lack of success. Illness is a lack of health. Poverty is a lack of abundance. All of these negative conditions come from a lack of love. And this is where your true power lies. Every single time you choose to give love, every time you choose to feel good, your love is helping to tip the entire world into positivity. You have so much power because you have so much love you can give. You came into this world with your love, and it is the only thing you take with you. The purpose of your life is joy. And the greatest joy in life is giving. Giving your love, your joy, your positivity, your excitement. These are the true and everlasting things. Give the best of you. Give your love, because it is the magnet to all the riches of life. When you do, you are fulfilling the entire purpose of your existence. And everything you can wish for, everything you dream of, everything you love, will follow you wherever you go. The power is, and always has been, within you. Commentary. As we come to the end of our journey through the power, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered. In a world that often feels complex and overwhelming, filled with complicated strategies for success and happiness, Rhonda Byrne presents an idea that is breathtaking in its simplicity. Your life is a reflection of your feelings. The central message is that love is not just a passive emotion, but the single most powerful creative force in the universe. And our access to this force is through our feelings. When we feel good, when we feel gratitude, joy, and passion, we are harnessing this power, and the universe responds by bringing us more to feel good about. When we feel bad, worry, anger, resentment, we are cutting ourselves off from that power, and life reflects the disconnect back to us. What makes this idea so profound is that it places the responsibility for our lives squarely in our own hands. It moves us from being a victim of circumstance to being the creator of our reality. It tells us that we don't need to struggle and fight against the world to get what we want. Instead, we need to go inside and change the way we feel. This is a radical shift in perspective for many, but it is also incredibly empowering. It means that no matter how difficult our current situation may seem, we have the ability to change it, starting right now, in this very moment, simply by choosing a better feeling thought. The stories throughout the book, of people overcoming terminal illness, escaping poverty, and healing broken marriages, serve as powerful reminders that this isn't just a feel-good philosophy. It is a practical tool with miraculous potential. So, how can you start applying this in your own life, today? It can feel like a big leap, but it starts with small, simple steps. First, for the next 24 hours, make a conscious decision to talk only about what you love. Catch yourself whenever you're about to complain about the traffic, the weather, or a frustrating situation. Instead, find something, anything, that you can appreciate and talk about that instead. This simple shift in your words will begin to shift your feelings. Second, start a gratitude practice tonight before you go to sleep. You don't need a fancy journal. Just think of 3 things that happened today that you are genuinely grateful for. It could be the comfort of your bed, a kind word from a friend, or a meal that you enjoyed. Feel the gratitude in your heart as you think about each one. This small act tunes your frequency to abundance and positivity before you sleep, setting you up for a better tomorrow. And third, find an opportunity to play. Put on your favorite song and dance for a few minutes. Watch a funny video that makes you laugh out loud. Do something just for the sheer joy of it. Remind yourself that life is not meant to be a constant struggle. Seriousness brings serious circumstances. Joy brings joyful circumstances. That was a summary of The Power by Rhonda Byrne. We've explored the main ideas today, but a summary is like looking at a map of a beautiful country. It can show you the layout and the main attractions, but it can never replace the experience of actually walking the streets, smelling the air, and meeting the people. The real transformation happens when you immerse yourself in the book. It's in the quiet moments when a particular story or a simple phrase resonates with you in a way you didn't expect. This summary is your map, designed to help you decide if this is a journey worth taking. If anything we've discussed today has sparked something within you, I encourage you to grab a copy. Reading it isn't just about learning, it's an experience that can genuinely change the way you see yourself and the incredible life that is waiting for you. A link to the book is in the description. Also, if you found this summary valuable, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know that this work is helping you, and it ensures you won't miss our next deep dive into another life-changing book from the billionaire's bookshelf. Let's keep learning and growing together.